Everyone tells you to let go. Just let go and it's all going to come round. But how the hell do you let go? How do you actually get into the mind frame that helps you let go so that you stop wanting what you're after? And on my board here, it's release the outcome. And I'm going to show you in this video how to get to the point where you can actually let go. And that's where manifestation starts to upgrade and become magnetic. So when you release, you become magnetic. But how do we get there? That's what this video is about. So starting off with, where are they? What I mean by this is you have your idea of a soulmate. You have your idea of who they are, what they smell like maybe, what their voice sounds like when they laugh. You'll have this idea of this ideal partner. They have the same love language as you. They respect and appreciate your love. Now, I must point out something quite important, which is what three things are the fundamentals to feel for a relationship to work? And that is, firstly, respected. That you as an individual feel respected. If you feel like somebody is in your space and respecting you, that's one of the first check marks to a relationship. The second one is to feel wanted. If you don't feel wanted by your partner, you're immediately going to start impacting your success in a relationship. And the third thing is you want to feel appreciated, not needed. If someone appreciates you and they are showing you this genuine gratitude for you being in their life, that's the energy you're going to want to get into to be able to release the outcome. And that's how you're going to start to manifest them. So what I mean by where are they is in the idea you have in your mind of this ideal person that makes you feel those three things. Connect with them. Connect with their energy in your mind. That's where they are. At this point in time, your soulmate is in here. Now, why is this better that they're in your mind and not in your reality? And I'm going to give you this example because we're moving on to expanding your reality. So what happens is we have this idea of something or someone that we want. And a lot of us go through this. When we're learning to manifest, this becomes very clear. So this isn't just for partners, by the way. This is for anything. But imagining it in your head is always better than the reality because your mind can't understand the negative, so you only perceive the positive. You only perceive the part of it you want. So when you start to realize, hold on, the best version of this experience that I want already exists in my mind. So what we can start to do is expand our reality and stop limiting it to an experience on earth and realize that everything going on in our mind is as real an experience to us as the natural life reflecting that. And in actual fact, this natural world has got no value. Because I'm sure you'd agree with me, if everything has to disappear and everything is temporary, what is its permanent value? Whereas your mind, your consciousness, and the creation of this ideal soulmate in your head is something that is permanent. So when you start to enjoy it within yourself and you say, hold on, my thoughts create a feeling already, that will help you realize, oh wait, I'm satisfied inside of my mind, and that can be good enough. I can be grateful for the satisfaction that my own mind creates. And I'll give you this example. I really wanted a drone. Like, DJI drone. I was so excited about getting a drone. I was like, I really wanted, but I didn't have the cash to spend on it. And this was after my awakening. So I kind of understood that nothing has value, but for some reason, my ego came back in this desire. I've always loved flying airplanes and helicopters, remote control. And this drone was just something I wanted to have. And in my head, I saw myself flying it, looking at the screen, and I could see what it sees and vicariously enjoy flight, through the drone. And I got the drone for Christmas. It was a gift that my mom had gotten me, and I was so excited. I flew this drone, and then the signal wasn't as great. Like, it said 8-kilometer range, but in all honesty, it didn't even get that far before the Wi-Fi signal started bombing it out, because this specific drone used Wi-Fi. And I stopped being able to see the picture as clearly. My neighbors started moaning and putting in complaints in where I live, saying you can't fly drones. So the idea in my head was far more enjoyable than actually having it. Now, I still like the drone, but it's no longer tied to my sense of relief. And what you're aiming for in expanding your reality by realizing your dreams, your thoughts, all of your internal experiences can be considered your reality, and you can draw emotion from it, not from the outside world. So expanding that reality makes you realize not only that it is better in your head, but you can withdraw the joy from this mental state. And then you go into the stop looking, because what that's going to lead you into is, I'm not going to look outward, because the outward might not be as good as this. I'm not going to look for them anymore. If you're looking, think about this. If manifestation is the world reflecting to you what your internal state is, and you are still looking, you're telling the universe to provide a scenario where you are in search of, not where you have. If you stop looking and enjoy the joy that your own mind creates, you won't be looking like exteriorly anymore, because you have it. So what you're telling the universe then is, I already have it. And it will say, okay, here's the reflection on this natural earth of you having the thing that you want. And so you want to get into that state where you're like, oh, I have it already, and I'm extracting joy, and be grateful for the thought, for your ability to create the potential. That gratitude for that, and going, thank you for this feeling, is the one that's untaintable. It's unbreakable, because it's your own creation. So if someone had to come into your life and meet those points in your head, but also have bad stuff that contradict that goodness, you're going to be let down. Whereas if you enjoy it all within you first, and they come into your life, they're only going to be an addition to the happiness you generate for yourself. And so you won't be dependent on them for the feeling you're looking for when trying to find your soulmate, because that feeling is self-supplied. And that's kind of the state you want to get into, because you're going to stop looking for things, and it's going to be within you already. Then you're going to go into start being. So once you get into that energy of, I'm not looking anymore, I already have it within me, and the joy that the feeling I wanted to experience from this dream partner is already here. Because what happens is, we go into the state where we want to feel a certain thing, right? Anything you do on this earth is to feel a certain way. You're doing it so you can get a certain feeling. If that feeling is already like supplied by you, there's no longer a need for the world to reflect it. But by surrendering that need from the world to do it, you're letting go of everything blocking it, because you're not searching anymore. You're having. You're in the energy of possessing, or having, of claiming. That possessing sounded a bit hectic, but you kind of get the story that I'm trying to paint here. Is if you have in your energy, then the outside world doesn't matter. You're already supplying it yourself. So then you're going to start being that version of you. Live as though you are that half, enjoying the creation of your partner in your mind. So there should be 2 slots for the toothbrush. Sleep on one side of the bed. What you're starting to tell the universe is, there's space for someone else. And I'm living with them in my mind already. I'm living in my energy, and I'm being it in my present. Because a lot of people try and manifest with the heart of the experience, but that's not necessarily maintainable or sustainable. So you go to the step after that. What is it like on a day-to-day basis living with my soulmate? And you live as though that is your reality in your heart of hearts. And that will then in turn tell the universe what to give you, what it should reflect. And that's how you get to the state where you are happy and fulfilled even before they arrive. And you live as though that's your reality. Here is the potential outcome, and this is going to help you release it. So this is the magic juju that we're getting into. Either I'm wrong, and manifestation has never existed, will never exist, it's a fallacy, it's false, it's not obtainable. Either I'm wrong, and you live happier because you're no longer wanting, you live more fulfilled, or I'm right and it happens. So you're not really left with much of a choice. You're kind of like, well, I'm going to take the one that feels better anyway. So you choose to live as that, and it doesn't happen, well, good for you. And when it does happen, because it is real, and because multiple people have manifested multiple times, I myself have manifested so much in my life. And this is the state to be in, to release the outcome, because you're going, well, either way, I'm happier. Either way, it's better than being in search of this partner. It's better than trying to cling and hold on to ropes and straws that you're pulling out of the ceiling you don't know what's on the other side of. So coming into that energy of, I have and I'm grateful, and I've expanded my reality to include my mind, that is part of my real experience, that's what's going to start drawing them in. That's what's going to take all the blocks away, because you're going, I'm happy. So the universe gives you the reflection of your happy state. So I hope this video has resonated with you. I hope it's highlighted to you how manifestation actually works and how you get to the big part. Everyone says let go or release the outcome. That's how you do it. You realize you have it already, so you no longer need to hold on or hope. And if you've enjoyed this content, I really hope that you'd subscribe and see the next videos coming out, because I release content like this all the time, making spirituality practical so that you can apply it to manifest your dreams. I hope to catch you in the next video. Mad love and light.